All I'm going to say is this. I don't know everything in life, but I know television. And I know that I don't give a damn what network you are. If you have an opportunity to have Charles Barkley, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith together, you do not break that up.
If I had written the script, the NBA and TNT would be together forever. It's not going to happen. While I was disappointed and I was sad, I was not bitter. We know how business works.
The way you've been accustomed to watching NBA games is about to change for the next 11 years or so. Yes, you heard that right, 11 years. The broadcasting schedule was recently released, and boy did it piss a lot of people off to finally see what the NBA is doing. The NBA has seen a decline in viewership over the past few seasons for multiple reasons, which prompted Adam Silver to make this huge change, which I'm going to go over in this video. But before we do, please like the video and subscribe to the channel, and thank you for watching my new basketball channel, Mike Swish. If you've been watching the NBA for the past 10 years or so, then you remember watching ABC games on Sunday, ESPN games on Wednesday, and TNT games on Thursday. And for the overachievers, you remember buying League Pass to watch even more games, but it cannot be denied anymore. The NBA is in trouble and the viewership is tanking. And it's gotten to the point where people are blatantly admitting that they will no longer pay for some kind of subscription to watch NBA games, and they just rather just go to some random website and just stream the game for free. And I strongly believe it's about to get worse. But before I get into the broadcasting schedule nonsense, we first have to go back in time to see how we even got to this point. During this previous regular season, the NBA saw a 2% decrease in viewership compared to the 2023 and 2024 season. And this is because people are subscribing to cable less, but this is where the NBA starts to do dumb things in my opinion. When it comes to locally broadcasted games, for example, for those who live in LA, they can't watch Lakers or Clippers play unless they get a specific cable subscription like Spectrum, for example. So yes, even if someone in that area bought a cable subscription, but it wasn't Spectrum, for example, then they wouldn't be able to watch the Lakers or Clippers play. And on top of that, even if they bought League Pass, they still wouldn't be able to watch these games because these cable companies buy the rights to these games, and on League Pass, these games would be considered a blackout. But it gets worse. Even if you do buy League Pass, you won't be able to watch the nationally televised games like ESPN or TNT, for example. And this is what's caused fans to find lesser known websites to just simply stream these games for free without any hassle or having to jump through any loops. The next issue that is causing the NBA to lose viewers is the load management trend. We get it, players like Lebron are older, and I'm not opposed to him getting occasional rest days, but it becomes an issue when you stop being surprised when a star player sits out. And we can mention how the league has pretty much gone away from running plays and has been really heavily focused on three-point shooting, and how every team is pretty much running the same plays that are just focused on getting three-point shots off.
I definitely feel like the three-point shot has turned fans away from the game because it's just no teamwork in shooting a three-point shot. There's no teamwork in coming down and taking a shot from behind the three-point line. But there's teamwork in coming down and executing a play. Everybody touches the ball, and you get a bucket out of it.
The game is also becoming too soft and not allowing players to get chippy without receiving text, but those topics can be its own video, so I'll move on from that. Now you may be wondering, what did the NBA just announce that has fans pissed off? Well, starting this season, you're gonna have to use about 4 different subscriptions just to be able to watch the games you want to see. Let me explain. For games on Monday, you will need a Peacock subscription to watch those, and on Tuesday, the games will be on NBC, which is typically free TV. The games will be also played on Peacock that day. Wednesday, the games will be on ESPN, which you'll typically need cable to watch that. Thursday, the games will be on Amazon Prime, which is not cheap. And Friday, the games will be on Amazon Prime and ESPN. Saturday, the games will be on Amazon Prime and ABC. And on Sunday, the games will be on ABC, NBC, and Peacock. So yeah, now you need Peacock, cable, Amazon Prime, and League Pass. But what's dumb is, again, for some areas you need a certain cable subscription that may be trash, but you'll need it to be able to watch the local games because of blackouts. And you can be sure that if you buy League Pass, you're also going to be needing to buy those subscriptions to watch those games. They're not going to allow you to just buy League Pass and not use those other subscriptions. They're going to put blackouts on those games. And I hate to say this, but I kind of am starting to understand why these people are just deciding to stream these games for free, because it seems like the NBA does not care about what the fans actually want, and they're just in it simply to maximize their profits. And I get it, the NBA is a business, but the NBA is in competition with the NFL in the fall and the MLB in October, and people are finding it easier just to follow these other sports and then tune in after the All-Star break and in the playoffs for the NBA. And this needs to be said, the fact that the NBA decided to not renew TNT because they wanted more money is insane. This is what Charles Barkley had to say about it.
What I really think happened was, because they bought in another partner, this was a last-ditch cash grab by the NBA and the players. That's why I think they signed an 11-year deal. So they're like, hey, let's get as much money as we possibly can right now. This is going to be our last bite of the apple. Because TNT, ABC, ESPN, they're not going to pay more money going forward.
And to me, it's not always just about the money. It's also about understanding what people want to see and look forward to seeing on a weekly basis. And no other halftime show gets talked about like TNT. And yes, I know they're still going to be on ESPN, but I just had to mention that because I just thought it was crazy that they didn't renew their contract. I think the NBA is catering to diehard fans who will pay and jump through all the loops necessary to watch all the games. But what they should be caring about is grabbing new fans and keeping the casual ones. I just don't understand how this new method is going to tackle the issue at hand, which is the NBA constantly losing viewership. Because the reality is there is a lot of young fans online who don't even tune into the games, and all they care about is just watching highlights on TikTok or Instagram Reels. That's all they watch. And I think if you made it easier for them to actually tune into the games, I think people would watch the games more often. But what do you guys think? Do you think the NBA is taking the right steps to grow the league? Or do you agree with my take and are pretty upset with these changes? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to check out my previous videos, and thank you guys for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.